Part 3. An urgent summons. We're talking about slaps in chat, saying if a song slaps or not. Is that? I say that. I think one time I told my girlfriend that a song slaps and she looked at me very funny, but the song did indeed slap, so. But hi, welcome to DieFall Alderheart episode 12, the quarantine edition. Part 1 of unknown weeks of numbers, so hopefully you guys are having an excellent beginning to your quarantine, middle of your quarantine, depending on where you are in the world and or the states. It's gonna be an interesting one, and I'm glad you guys are here for the ride. Welcome, chat, and welcome, cast. So let's go around with everyone at the table here. Malaveth, how long have you been social distancing / self-isolating, and what have you been doing to keep busy?
Like 3 years.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, yep. All right.
Nothing has changed personally, except I go on walks less. So
Okay.
I have vitamin D and I'm paler now.
So wait, why do you go on walks less? Like, is it just busy around where you are?
There's a ton of people out. We're in a heavily neighborhoody area, and it's a bunch of older folks, and they're like in a bunch of older folks groups. Stop it. Stressing me out.
Okay. What have you been doing to pass the time recently?
Nothing different. Video
Nothing.
game.
Video games? Yeah.
Gonna do some Animal Crossing tonight. They're drawing a bunch of stuff like normal buff ladies, buff orc ladies, but Animal Crossing.
Buff ladies. I have been looking at the buff ladies. It's been good, chat.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there. When does Animal Crossing actually drop? Like, when does that actually happen?
I think it's 9 PST.
It's midnight.
Oh, so
Eastern.
midnight Eastern. Okay. Oh, so you get extra playtime. God.
You're doing great.
Just move west. An extra 3 hours of the day, it feels like. Crazy.
Maybe later, but it's pretty great out here.
Maybe later. So, like, what happens in Animal Crossing? Can you guys fill me in, other than, like, I feel like it's The Sims, but animals?
Paths with a lot of animals.
Okay.
You're supposed to get all the money, I think.
You go into, like, the only loan in your entire adult life that doesn't have interest and doesn't have a due date. It's pretty dope. Like, people give Tom Nook a hard time for giving you a house loan, but, like, man, there's no interest rate on that shit. It's awesome.
Huh, interesting.
You want to collect the cutest villagers.
Mm-hmm.
Collect the cutest villagers?
Yes.
You like make them your friend and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cute. And you fish, and you get butterflies and bugs, and you collect vegetables and fruits, and just fruits, and then it's cute. It's cute.
And gardening.
It's just cute.
There's also
and
gardening.
gardening.
Yeah.
And you can decorate the inside of your home.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the outside now.
Guess there's moving wallpapers now?
What?
Moving
Yeah, the wallpapers, they move.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
too trippy.
oh.
Oh.
Okay.
It's
All
very
right.
chill. It's very
I feel like I'm the
chill.
only one that's not going to be playing Animal Crossing. So, Rob, how long have you been in quarantine? How have you been keeping yourself busy? And what is the one thing you're looking forward to doing in Animal Crossing?
What makes you say I play Animal Crossing?
So we
Anyway.
literally just talked about it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I have been, like, officially, today will have been a week since
nice.
my office closed, and I got a desk over there that has a monitor, my old monitor on it, and my work laptop, and I just go over there in the morning with my little cup of coffee, and I do some work. And then when I get bored, I walk over to this desk, I play some games, and then I walk back, and then I do some work. It's been very nice. Staying safe has never been so exciting. The one thing I'm looking forward to in Animal Crossing is, like, the absolute sheer amount of customization that you can do in the town now. Because it used to kind of be like you would, like they would just kind of randomly assign where things were, and then they made you the mayor in the last game, and you sort of had control over what kind of buildings get built in the town. And now it's just like, hey, where do you want to place this villager's house? Hey, do you want to take away this waterfall and put like a little bridge here? Okay, cool. Oh, you want to take away the island here and make some water? Okay, you can do that too. And it's yeah, it just looks super relaxing and nice.
So it's a city builder as well.
In a way, like this one, it seems like it. And I don't know if there's resources involved in it. I don't know if it's just kind of it looks like you just go into a construction mode and you could just do whatever you kind of like want with it within reason. But yeah, and there's online and local, and I'll have a household with 3 switches, so we'll all just be goofing around in each other's towns, and it's yet another thing that my girlfriend and I can play together. So yeah.
Oh, okay, that sounds nice. It does sound nice. Miss Lady May, how long have you been quarantined? How have you been passing the time, and what are you looking forward to most about Animal Crossing?
Well, I guess, how long have I been working from home? 6 years? But I haven't really been going out, I guess, for like groceries and stuff like that. So like life hasn't changed too much for me either. Finished Ori at like 3 in the morning on Saturday.
Good.
And then what have I been doing the rest of the week? Organizing taxes and stuff. Fun.
Great. Yes. Yes. Gotta love the taxes. So it is your first Animal Crossing, correct?
It is my first.
All right. So what are you looking forward to most beyond just playing the game? I need something here.
I guess the customization.
Okay.
That and like the crafting and the being able to like modify the island and stuff like that definitely, I guess, like intrigued me to like play it for the first time. I'm not looking forward to the real time lock on things because I play games in like 15-hour bursts. So that'll be something to get used to.
You'll find so many creative ways to store all of the fish and bugs you catch. I used to have to do that in the first one. I would just store them in the basement and just have a bunch of aquariums.
All right. Okay. I keep forgetting that it has like real-time locks on it, which I don't think I'd ever be able to do that unless I was quarantined like this. This would be the perfect time to play it. Anyways, Miss Simply Jackson, how long have you been social distancing, quarantined / whatever? How have you been keeping busy, and are you looking forward to most about Animal Crossing?
Okay, social distancing probably my whole life. I've been that
practices.
Total introvert person most of my life, unless it came to online. Then I'm like, you're great, and you're great, and you're great. When it comes to quarantining, I actually had just gotten hired for a job like 4 weeks ago, and then as of like 2 days ago, I was pretty much told like, we don't know if we're gonna need you to ever come back at all. Period. So maybe quarantined at home for quite a while. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But and that also ends up affecting my Animal Crossing's play, which means I don't know if I'll get to play. We'll find out if I can scrounge up the pennies, because I hadn't bought it yet or pre-ordered. I was just waiting, and I was like, because I need to finish Ori first. Frankly, I'm like maybe 25% done with the game, so I was like, I have a lot of content left in that, which is fun, which I'm excited about because it's a super good game. So I was like, after that, I'll get to it when I get to it. Now it's like, Quincy, how much
we
more
don't know
can you
when
do?
that is. Yeah, we
Pedal,
don't know
go make
when
some
that
money.
is.
Like, so, but other than that, it's been really nice. The quarantine and everything going on is pretty awful, but like I've seen a lot of support amongst the art community, which has been insane, even previous to my own displacement and stuff. So that's one of the things that's really been hopeful to see, is that so many people are like buying convention artists who don't get to go to conventions anymore as products. Like a lot of people have been really backing Patreons. Like a lot of people have been really supporting buying directly from artists to help them stay afloat.
True.
right now, and a lot of huge artists are doing like signal boost for smaller artists, which is
I saw that
great.
too.
So that's been my positive light in all this, and maybe Animal Crossing like over the horizon, over my new horizon.
Oh, that's.
But I still have D&D with my online friends, so that
True.
that
True.
is a good thing. So
Chat,
they can't quarantine my internet.
Yet. They can't do it yet. I'm sure Comcast is working on a way because otherwise they wouldn't be Comcast. Yeah.
Make it free for a month, Comcast, you butts.
Your butts. Your butts.
Right?
God, that'd be so nice. But yeah, well, thank you, everyone. I'm glad you're all excited for Animal Crossing, and simply I hope you get it very soon. You get to enjoy it with everyone else.
Yeah.
And next week we'll do a check-in on your islands. Okay, we'll have a 1 week check-in, see how everyone's doing, how much fish was collected. I think, is that a thing? You collect fish? All right. Anyways, you guys want to play some of this online D&D stuff? Chat. If you're worried about missing your D&D friends when you're social isolating, use this cool product, not sponsored, Roll20. It's very nice, very cool, very easy to use. There's also there's like a ton of tutorials online, but I also have one. So just go watch it. Yeah,
Wait,
you guys want to play?
You have a YouTube where potentially maybe you could catch up on your content?
Yeah, weirdly, it's youtube.com/runawayrobot. It has all of our previous D&D shows and games and other Let's Play content. We're actually approaching 1,000 videos. It's pretty nuts. Second note to that, I've been paying attention to the first episode of Alderheart has almost 2,000 views.
Nice.
I was like, holy crap, there's almost 2,000 people that have seen that episode. Feels really good.
You mean 1,000 videos worth of content to keep you busy while you're self-isolating?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Including new games like Doom Eternal starting this weekend.
How much does all of this cost, Runaway Robot?
Free!
What? It's for free?
It's
wow,
for free.
What a deal.
I hate you guys. Thank you. You're awful. Thank you. Let's play Dungeons and Dragons, all right? I need you guys to roll me a couple of D20s, would you please? Yeah. All right. Eli with a 17.
Mally getting it out early. Come on, calm down.
Dagonet with an 8. Pez with the natural 20.
Damn, just showing off.
And Simply with the 11. I'm going to need... I think Dagonet did it last week too, but Dagonet! You've got the recap. What happened last week?
Oh, I mean, why is this always happening to the older one in the group? My memory is not so reliable as the younger people in the party. So we sorted out with the council, and it went as well as we could expect. The speaker was the only one on there, and she was obviously upset that we brought the general back not handcuffed and ready to be sent to prison. We have at least going to have a trial for the general. We are worried, but we are hopeful that we can build a case for her. Unfortunately, the odds are stacked against us right now. Afterwards, we went to go visit Eliza, and her shop is, she's doing pretty well. She's had customers and nice stock. She wants to focus on magic items. And Pez got a real fancy coat, lots of patches, looks really nice. And Eliza mentioned this drink that people were, having, and that they talked really fast. So Pez and Lucky, they went to go find this drink. At outside of game, they enjoyed their expressums, and yes, they talked really fast, and they went to go buy some pastries, and found a very snobby rich baker, was just going to throw out all the rest of his food. So Lucky and Pez came up with a plan. They roped in Eliza as well to pose as the garbage pickup people to sneak their pastries onto the carts so that they can give them away. And they were actually successful. It got a little sticky, but yeah. Eli, when we got back to the inn and found that our rooms were just empty, while there's lots of refugees out and about, he stormed off. Understandably, and not known to Dagonet, but he went and went grocery shopping for vegetables and what he could do to help feed the refugees. And he was outside this one temple and met the cleric or the priest there, and they had a very nice heart-to-heart. And Eli is currently staying there. Myself, I was not happy that the rooms were empty either. So I went to find some families to take over our rooms. By then, Lucky and Pez showed up with a cart full of food. So we went down to hand out the pastries, and that is all we got done. It was a very busy day, but
Very busy day.
successful.
Yeah. Thank you for the recap. I appreciate that, Dagonet. It was a very busy day. And I think where we come in as the Alderheart opening theme closes and we go down through the clouds and see the giant tree and go down into the roots where we see our maybe our heroes giving away the last of the stolen pastries. We see them finish up and figure out what they're going to be doing for the rest of the evening. So, Dagonet, Lucky, Pez, you're there with Eliza. Your wheelbarrow is empty, and it is late, and you're down in the roots of the Alderheart tree.
All right, Dagonet, you mentioned we don't. I mean, were we gonna share the other room, or did we give away the other room? I can't remember. We've given away so many pastries and started.
I don't remember if I gave away the room. I might have sent people there.
You gave away your room, but you did not give away the other room because it was not yours that you knew of. So
we do have one room that to go. We might be a little squished, but we'll make it work.
Yeah, I can sleep in a chair on the table or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the floor. That is okay.
I'm still a little worried about Eli though. I thought he'd be down here helping the folks do something.
He could be. But knowing Eli, he's. I am sure he is okay. And but if we don't see him tomorrow, then we'll have to maybe enlist the guard to help.
Is there any other, I know it's asleep and we were just handing out pastries, but is there any potential patron of pastries that are still awake around us?
Not at this time at night and not in this area. If there was someone making pastries down here, I don't think they'd last very long.
Oh, no, I mean the people that we were giving away stuff to, we've been kind of slipping it under people's pillows, and some people, if they were awake, just giving them to them directly,
Yeah, there have been people that have been awake, like the first one that you had met.
Okay.
So there's probably some people awake, generally, mostly because of maybe an uncomfortability of trying to sleep out in the dirt. There's not really a whole lot of homes here. There have been some shacks erected, but it doesn't seem to be a very concerted effort to bring everybody shelter.
Okay. Lucky's gonna approach the closest one that isn't a grouping of a family with kids or anybody, but an adult that's kind of still awake or
An
just...
adult-like figure?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You see a tall servant woman, no horns, but deer-like in features, and she seems to be attending to some of her small ones who seem to be attempting to sleep. She's got them bundled up in some blankets on the side of an alley.
Lucky's gonna go, I know we just came by, and I want to let you get some sleep. We're about to head out to go sleep, but we were wondering, we have a friend who's very fond of helping, like, all community people, and he's a hedgehog about this tall. I don't know if you've removed the bandana that you had worn before Eli, but otherwise, Lucky's gonna give as best of a descriptive detail of Eli as possible.
Large hedge man. Cleric wears his symbol, his holy symbol. And so you're asking if she's seen him?
Yeah, has he come down here to do some efforts to help out at all today?
Oh, I've seen some hedges today, but none that match that particular description, and definitely none that are armed and armored.
All right, well, thank you. Get some sleep. No, it's fine. I appreciate your help. Get some rest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And she like pockets the other pastry that you've given her, and she sits down, cradling her 2 children.
I don't know. She said she hadn't seen Eli-esque down here, but one of a few eyes. We could spread some word tomorrow. Everybody's asleep now, I guess. But you're right. You're definitely right. If we need to, eventually we can get the god. Otherwise, my mind's, I don't know where he'd go. Well, you don't have to whisper so quiet. They're all asleep.
May, you were muted. I'm not sure.
No, it was my voice. It was a little caught in my throat.
I'm worried about him too. I know.
Yeah, it's I'm breaking up over it. But yeah, he will be fine. He's got to be somewhere in the city. I doubt that he left completely.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got a heart on the issue right now. So, maybe to clear his mind or something. I don't know.
I just get curled into a ball somewhere. He likes doing that.
I'm sure we would have heard about it. Maybe, especially if we bumped into anybody.
Oh.
Alright. You guys okay with making your way back to the inn? How about you, Eliza? You gonna go back? You can go back to your household, or do you want to come with us?
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna go. I lost my voice as well because I can't remember how to speak in a southern accent to save my life right now.
Oh, you don't know how to speak in a southern accent? You don't know what's going.
Well, you are southern.
I know. And it takes me a little bit to get into the whole swing of things sometimes. I had to find it again. Yeehaw. All right, we're there now.
You've yeed your last haw, partner.
God damn, I'm embarrassed. I literally couldn't find it. I lost it again. Whatever. She's going home. She'll talk to you tomorrow. She's exhausted. She stole a bunch of pastries tonight. She's gone. She's leaving. She's going up the lift with you, but she's going home. I'll figure it out tomorrow.
Because we might have to get some of them more that espressiums or stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna be exhausted.
Oh my gosh, we should just have a whole bucket full, probably. Just a spare reserve of espresso.
I wonder if we should bring some for the council in the morning. Maybe like a nice effort,
Yeah, the speaker really needs something. She's not looking great. Probably shouldn't say that to her face, but
don't say it too loud, But yeah, we should try if you want to.
So maybe we can bribe them with. It's fine. We're helping.
They have a lot of money and I don't have very much anymore. So we could try the espressios and then we'll figure it out from there.
I love your fancy pronunciation. Where did you learn that?
I don't remember. How do they say it again? What they call it?
No, I like that one. I think we should keep it.
Espressios. Got it. Let's go.
Good. And you guys head up the lift with Eliza and the empty wheelbarrow in tow. and you head back to the half-full cup. It is dark on the inside. The common room is empty. The hearth fire has almost completely gone out, but you do still have your room key, and you head upstairs and you figure out how you're going to be arranged for sleep. Is there anything that you guys want to accomplish in this evening, or are you ready for next day? All right, sleeping. So the night passes fitfully, I would think, and the day starts bright, sunny, and rather pleasantly warm outside. Pretty nice. The city is also awaking, and I think what we do is we find through a small crack in the wall where Eli is sleeping up in a loft at a temple. Some light passes, right into your eye. When you roll into that right spot and the light hits you there and you can't roll out of it. We find Eli waking up early in the morning in the temple. And what are you doing?
Eli sort of slowly swings himself out of bed and makes a couple of dad noises on his way up, and he just sits or hangs his legs off the side of the bed and sits there. And is there a window, or is it just like
you have it's a very small window? It's not even like a 4-pane,
okay,
but it is a very small window. Yes.
All right. Yeah, I think he just sort of stares at the window for a little bit, and he's got this content half smile on his face, like he feels well rested. I feel like maybe he feels at peace. Maybe he just needed a little decompress.
Despite sleeping on essentially what amounts to a mat on the floor, Eli's feeling pretty good and pretty fulfilled. I think this is probably one of the closer evenings that you would have been to your deity in the last couple of weeks. So feeling pretty rejuvenated. As you look outside, you do see the city coming to life. The line for food outside of the temple has already started forming. Seems a little small right now, maybe 5 or 10 people in line, but they are waiting for the temple's doors to open and for Mother Fairview to begin serving them.
And it's like just the beginning of the day here. It's morning, like mid-morning.
It is bright and early.
Okay. The council's hearing was at noon.
High noon.
High noon. All right.
I'm gonna use that to figure out a southern accent later.
All right. Eli's gonna hop down from the loft and can he find the kitchen of this place?
Yeah, I think so. The loft would probably have been above it,
Okay.
and more because you would have been in basically a store loft. So you're probably surrounded by bags of grain and potatoes and other such dried goods. So yeah, it probably would have been right underneath you.
Okay. Yeah, he'll go in there. Is Mother Fairview?
Mother
Poking
Fairview
around.
doesn't seem to be in the room, but there is a similarly green-robed hedge gentleman with this, the plants that they have tucked behind them into their belts, showing up over his shoulders, and he seems to be preparing some kind of meal.
Okay. Yeah, Eli's gonna just softly knock on the door frame and just sort of indicate his presence and just say, getting ready to start the day out there? I already saw the line.
Yes, these days it starts very early. Good morning, Master Eli.
Morning.
I trust you slept well?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you again. And wherever Mother Fairview is.
She will be in shortly. I do assume she likes to help with the breakfast preparations.
All right. Well, speaking of, is there anything I can do? I mean, I just have to get out of here before noon, but I mean, I don't know how long you folks serve breakfast, but I'd be happy to offer my services just in exchange for the hospitality you've shown me.
We serve as long as we have food and as long as there's a line, and can always use the extra paws.
Well,
Your help would be greatly appreciated.
paws are raring to go. Where can I start?
So he points over to some probably like maybe like a porridge that needs to be started, like maybe a large pot that needs to start boiling or getting the fire stoked, and you start over there. You just help him throughout the morning to prepare something. It's a breakfast. It's bread and porridge. It's very simple, but it is something that they can make abundance of. And as you guys get stuff ready and things are prepared, eventually you move what you can out into the main temple area. And he opens the doors, and the line begins to proceed inwards. And you see now that it's gone from the 10 you saw earlier to like 20-ish at this point in time. But there are like stragglers coming in. It is still pretty early in the morning here. Okay. So you just want to help with the breakfast service?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think that's pretty much what he'll do with his morning. Until he needs to head up to I'm forgetting which tier of the tree I'm on, but where
you are currently in the trunk market, or no, excuse me, the I believe it's the Bright Hollows. It's the one section above the Underfall.
The Bright Hollows, yes.
Because it has all the holes in the bark to allow natural light in.
Yes.
And so you'll need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels up to the Council Plaza.
All right. So yeah,
it'll take a bit of time.
He'll do that until he needs to dip out. He doesn't want to be late for that.
Yeah, you'll be able to help for probably like an hour or two, and then you'd have to start heading up. That being said, let's go check in with the rest of the group. Pez, Dagonet, Lucky. A little bit more uncomfortable. I think Lucky, you were sleeping in a chair. Yeah, a little. You got that like crick in your neck. Your hips kind of offset. When you stand up, it like pops itself into place, and it feels good afterwards, but kind of a rough sleep.
Is anybody else awake?
Pez would have made a little pile on the floor of her cloaks for someone to sleep on, because I think she's got 3 of them now.
You do have quite a few cloaks, some more valuable than others, but yes, you have a good bit of them.
It's fashion.
They're probably being used as blankets. I'm not sure if you guys had like any extra like blankets or anything either. So
No, we didn't.
yeah, but you are all awake. What is your plan for this morning?
Dagonet would be probably up at the crack of dawn and already down having some coffee. Like picking up the morning newsletters.
The morning newsletters. Yeah. Today's newsletter has in the biggest of letters, General Benna Saradin on trial for her crimes. Will she be hanged? Question mark. And it's a really alarmist like opinion piece on the bandits and humble folk in general, and yeah, it's
Very pro bird folk.
Yep, absolutely.
After he done reads it, he's just gonna crumple it up and stuff it
Just kind of
somewhere.
like toss it to the side. Yeah, okay, sure. Pez, what are you up to this morning?
What time are? Oh, I'm gonna go down and get some coffee. Maybe hang out with Dagonet for a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Dagonet? Hey.
Oh, good morning. How you slept okay? You had the bed, so.
The bed is very comfortable. I feel real bad for sleeping on it. I'm kind of
Oh, no.
sorry.
It's not the first time that I had to sleep up against sitting on the wall. It is fine. It won't be the last time either.
We got some coffee at least.
Yes, it is helping. It is helping me forget the morning news.
When are we supposed to go over there? Do we have a plan? Do you have a plan? Are we?
We're supposed to be going there at noon. When the sun is at the top. So, I guess once we're all ready and we should definitely go on a full belly as much as possible. It's probably going to be a while, this trial.
I mean, they're probably pretty reasonable, right? Like, what you think? Like maybe like 45 minutes? Just
I think
how
that
long
is.
could this? How long does it take to say words?
Oh, I imagine that they are going to be as long-winded as they probably can be against Benna. But well, we just got to hope for the best. That's all we can. That's all we can do.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll make like a bullet point thing, a pros and cons list.
Yeah, we yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, we should have our arguments ready to go because we are the only ones that are going to stand up for Benna. I doubt anyone else will come forward for her.
Do you think there might be other people who can speak to her character in maybe the humble folk?
It depends if they even know that she is here. The bird folk they distributed these at the higher levels, but who knows if the Humblewood folk down in the camps know?
We could bribe them with more pastries.
This is true. We can make a trip to see if we can lobby support for her.
That's not amoral, is it?
No, I don't think so.
We could just ask. We got some time, right?
We should have enough time to go down and at least speak to some people. I mean, if we get lucky at a week and we leave, we shouldn't have a problem. I don't think so.
Oh, I did hear there was a book I was reading about some stuff about a trial, and it was very dramatic, and you want to get people on your side by looking real nice. Should we bring an outfit for Benna? Maybe like a fun hat, like a flower crown.
I would admit that is a little out of my area of expertise, but I suppose that couldn't hurt.
You can't hang someone with a flower crown on.
I suppose
How's
not.
That is not a good image.
I guess it wasn't hurt to try.
We could try it out. Should we? Where's Lucky? Is Lucky awake this morning?
Did you guys say you were downstairs now, or are you up?
Yeah, we're downstairs.
Oh, Lucky, I guess, starts kind of see trudging down the stairs. Hey. Good morning. Goes immediately to the innkeep. Can I get, do you have like a sweet roll or something?
Ah, yes, I can get you a sweet roll right away.
Taking a big water if you got some water.
Oh, yeah, plenty of water. And he steps back and he comes back with a sweet roll with jelly smeared across it and a large mug of water.
How much do I owe you? How much do I owe you? Sorry, he's fumbling around.
Everything's on the council here.
Oh, can I get 2 sweet rolls then?
2 more sweet rolls?
Yeah.
He goes and gets you 2 more sweet rolls.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Jelly in the pocket now. All right.
It's gonna be a little sticky in there. Yeah.
Goes back over to the table. Everybody else is already like face full of one jelly roll or sweet roll. Yeah. So good morning, I guess.
It is a nice morning. Yeah. The sun is nicely shining when I went out to get the newsletters. So it is the nicest day, I suppose, that we could hope for a day to spend inside.
What is there any I mean, there's probably no advance in the news that we would be any part of, but what's in the newsletters? Tell me about it.
Unfortunately, the very pro Budfolk It is definitely going to be an uphill battle. Definitely not had nice things to say about the Humblewood folk.
I mean, it seems like a par for the course here.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Dag, and I made a little bit of a plan if you want to hear it.
Oh yeah, please tell me the second sweet roll.
We have some ideas. Number one is a pros and cons list. Make some arguments, maybe. Number two is maybe go down to where all the humble folk are and see if there's anybody that can speak to Ben's character, and maybe bring some more some pastries or something. I don't know. Maybe they'll get. Ooh, don't want to give them cavities though. That would probably be more to deal with than what they need at this time. And then the next one, maybe we'll find her an outfit. I mean, this is just my idea. But maybe like some sort of cute outfit, maybe a little flower crown or something, maybe something pink. Because how can you see somebody in a flower crown and a cute little pink dress and want to kill them? That's not right. That's not.
I mean, I don't know how much Benesarian's gonna want to put on anything really other than what she's got, but you could always try. I mean, there's no point in not trying. All I'm saying.
That is what I said. Again, it's not my area of expertise, but we can't. It won't hurt to try. She might say no, but at least if we have it, we have it. If she wants to wear the stuff.
Put the third sweet roll on the table. I got that for you.
Oh, merci.
I don't know if we know anybody in Alderheart that really has anything to say about Benesarian. Most of them, I think, have been I imagine they've been told tales of her being this bandit leader, and
Well,
even if they are refugees and stuff. I mean,
yeah, if they distributed this newsletter, and I imagine there's been others like this in the past, it might be hard.
You could do Pez. I mean, you have experience from being in the fort. You've seen the great deeds she's done for these refugees over there. And you have your harp, your golden harp. So you're a trusted member of society, a musician here. You could always tell them yourself in one of your beautiful songs. But that's if they let you play. I don't really know if it's a playing space or I'm not a bard, so I don't know.
You could try those noted tunes. That's a good idea, though.
I definitely think we could try with the good clothes. You got fashion sense clearly, and then we gotta find Eli. Have you guys seen him? Has he come in this morning?
No, he has not. He has not been in this morning.
I'm gonna admit, you guys don't tell him I said this. All right, just between you and me, okay? It's weird waking up and him not being there. We've been pals for a while now. Like we've adventuring. And... Strange.
I must admit it. We've only been together, the few weeks, and it is a little sad to not hear his voice in the morning. I enjoyed his chats.
What are his morning habits? Maybe we could. What does he like to do?
He's usually up pretty early too. Usually, wherever we stay, he's down helping whoever owns the place do whatever in the mornings. Wash dishes or whatever. And sometimes he'll help him cook a little bit. You know him, he likes making those big meals and stuff. He's a big leftover guy. I mean, and he's leaned to the innkeeper. Hey, Eli, the hedgehog with the armor. No, it's you. Have you seen him today? To the innkeeper, if he'll listen.
The hedge one? No, the priest. No, I haven't seen him.
No, right. Yeah, hedge, sorry.
Yeah, no, didn't come in. As far as I know, you guys were the last in last night, and hasn't been in this morning.
I hope he didn't get in any trouble, you guys. I mean, usually he's pretty helpful and available, and mean, I'm sure he could stand. He could stand for himself. He could stick up for himself, right? He doesn't like need us or me, really, right? Or I don't know.
At this point, I'm not going to worry. But again, if we don't see him later today, then I would have cause to for concern.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely at least knows when the council thing is.
Yeah, he knows where we have to be, and we definitely know that nothing. If he can help it, nothing can stop him from being there. Unless it was something that we would need to go find him for.
Yeah.
He
I
knows
can't
where
wait to
we're
tell him
staying.
about giving all those sweets to those people. He's gonna be real proud of us, That's
He
like
will be very
yeah.
proud of you. Yes.
literally what he. I mean, like,
He has been
wasn't
a
that
very.
hard either. I thought it'd be kind of tough to give that kind of stuff away instead of keeping it myself. But
You underestimate the positive influences that he has had on you.
Yeah, but it was also nice hearing people tell me, "Oh, thanks, Lucky. Oh, thanks. You're the best. You're the greatest. We love you." That was nice to him. It was pretty nice. None of them probably said that. But yeah, should we get to General Sandon early? I don't really. I mean, we'll probably have to debate her on the clothes thing. I really don't know if she's gonna be fond of. I mean, you can convince her. Probably, I don't know if she's ever been at trial before. I haven't. But we might have to get there a little early to give her outfit for the trial, as Pez has suggested. So.
You should at least bring her some soap because she's been on the road, and I don't know if do you think they have showers in there in the dungeons? Maybe like a little sort of hot tub situation. She's probably very stressed out.
I don't know. They're not really fond of her.
Yeah, I doubt that they would have allowed her such comforts. But
I mean, maybe
again,
if we get there early enough, we can argue for one for her. You think, Dagony?
I guess I think that is a good idea. That we should pick up some soap and at least, if not something too fancy, but maybe at least a clean shirt. She would appreciate.
Maybe like a flower suit with a floral print, so she looks smart and businessy, but also very, very nice.
Oh yeah. I mean, we'll see what we can find at the stores. I know that I've only just bought like armor, so I don't really, and like whatever traveling bits I could find. So yeah, I'm sure we can find something that'll be really nice. So yeah. Did you guys want to get espresso too for the council or espressialisms?
I do like that idea. Do you think they have it here? Do they?
Looks for the copper pipes and things.
They do not.
Oh, I would think we would hear it. It was pretty loud.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe eventually we should tell them about it. You should know. Everybody should know.
I'm sure he could benefit from the sales of them. They're good. They're good.
Are you talking about multiple drinks? I've heard so many names now for it.
Oh, it's the Espressialis. Very good. Very good.
Espressos?
I don't remember. Look, it's fine. Just you express yourself, and you do it very quickly. Is what we learned. So, the expressive drink.
Oh, anything that helps me, move a little quicker. That's probably good. Yeah.
Maybe we could go there first, pick some up for ourselves, and then go shopping.
Got plenty of time, right? Like 5 hours at least. What time is it?
Maybe not that long, but we have a few hours if we leave now.
Yeah, you probably have like 3 hours.
Plenty of time, no problem.
No problem at all. Okay, so what are you getting?
I guess we're swinging by the espresso shop, and then we are seeing if we can find a fashion or nice tailor store?
Sure. Does anyone remember how much I said espressos were last week? Does anyone?
It's like 5 silver.
Was it
Yes.
5 silver? Well, that
2
seems
silver.
really expensive. I thought
2
it was.
silver?
But you guys
It
got
was
like
a-
5 of them
It was
last
very
time.
expensive.
So,
It was
Screw it,
2
let-
of something.
let's go with but you got like a ton of them. So I think I said they were like 5 copper a piece. That sounds roughly correct. Because you got 4 and it was 2
we also
silver,
like
I
bought
think.
to-go cups too for Eliza, so it was probably what.
Let's
drove
call
the
it
price
5
up.
copper. Whatever,
Yeah.
it's fine.
We-
The demand's up. They're making more of them. He's got multiple machines now. They're 5 copper.
Nice.
Overnight, an overnight sensation indeed. So however many you're getting.
I don't understand money.
God, I hope I didn't say 5 silver. That is expensive. It's 5 copper now. We're good.
We just went to a different store. It's fine.
It's totally
We
cool.
went to the
Yeah.
Costco espresso.
Yeah, the Costco espresso. You also got yourself a large hot dog, and 17,000 rolls of toilet paper, because you know you need those.
3 barrels of cheese balls. Let's go.
Yep. Wow. Chat's telling it was 5 silver. I'm sorry, it's 5 copper now. That sounds wildly expensive. Okay, so then you get those, and then you wanted to get what? Like just a set of nice common clothes, or?
Something clean, something cute.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe not
Yes,
full
pick it up.
floral.
So there's common clothes, costume clothes, and then fine clothes, and then there's also traveling clothes.
How much are
So,
fine
how-
clothes generally?
Fine clothes are 15 gold pieces. When they say fine, this is like
Fine.
your lords and ladies wear these.
Can we find a consignment store? I'm just kidding.
Hand me down.
Just a second-hand.
Yeah, down the road, your local okay enough will, and pick yourself up some common clothes but clean for 5 silver pieces, in whatever fashion you so choose. I don't care.
That's on you, Piz. You were 100% thrilled to pick that
So
up.
is it a floral suit?
Something that says innocent, you know, maybe something light blue and,
So
and
it
a couple
is-
frills on it.
A shirt with a cape that says innocent on it.
Literally.
Innocent right on the butt.
Yeah, right on it. Yes, yeah, the
It's
pants
that
say
one
innocent
weird
across
Victoria's
it.
Secrets line.
Yeah.
A little bedazzled.
Oh, with angel wings on the side, right? Because it's
We're like, Binna, don't talk. Turn around. Turn around.
just,
talk that
just
way.
turn around. Now drop it low. Just drop it.
She's gonna hate us.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
God.
is that what it says?
No.
Oh, okay.
So that would be great. Just something, I don't know, like light blue, kind of angelic looking, you know, maybe some little white fluffles, if there's any fluffles. Maybe like a little
So
little
you want like
flower
lace,
brooch.
lace and ruffles and a flower brooch.
Not too much, not excessive, but you know.
Let's
Smart
call it a gold if
vest.
you're adding jewelry.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a gold piece. So it's a smart vest, clean, white linen shirt, with some kind of brooch, and clean pants. You have tried to guess her size. She is a large servant woman. So being up here in the bird folk area, it might be a little bit tough. But I think with some effort and some time and maybe finding the right tailor, you get something you think might fit.
Yeah, if not, we can just get a
Okay.
bunch of belts and we can like be like a harness. Just make a harness. Oh, so great.
Have you considered being a fashion designer? Maybe when this
Oh,
is all
I just-
over?
There's been a couple of times I've like lost my shirt in a bad deal and I've had to make a harness. So I'm just coming from experience here.
Like 2 swords and a harness thing? Like fashion swords. Fashion swords? Is that a thing?
Well, I think all swords are poking swords unless they are theater swords, I think. So
It probably depends on the situation. Swords for business and then swords to look cute.
We could call it that. All right, you guys. I think we got some good finds. I really hope they fit her. I really hope she's okay with it. Maybe she'll just at least appreciate the gesture, you know.
Yeah. Are we all planning on speaking? Is that something that you think is gonna happen?
I think the most that speak for her that will help.
You guys
So I-
want to talk about what we want to talk about before we go?
Probably should. Let me make a list.
All right.
Pez, did you bring your nice cloak? Cause you should wear your fine clothes.
We're
You
all
need
gonna
your
look very pretty. What are you gonna wear, Dagonet?
this. Is all what I have on.
You note that is a set of traveling clothes that are very dirty still. Armor strapped underneath it, chain links jingling together.
Dagonet, I think there's a little blood on it. Maybe
Oh, I thought I got that part. Oh,
you might have missed it. It's pretty. It's kind of back there. You want?
is it? Did I get it? I don't know. It's.
It might be kind of caked on.
Well, you just stand in front of that pot so they can't see.
Should we just grab your shirt real fast? Something?
All right. We have
You look great. How much
spec.
time do we have?
I can change on Dawn. Do it. That is fine. And maybe take off the dirty.
You look like you have
overpots.
experience.
Well, that is something positive. I like how you're always thinking the most positive. That is encouraging.
No one could think anything negative of you, Dagonet. You're great.
Oh, it is much appreciated.
I mean, you could always carry a shield on your back and hide it if you need to.
It is true. But I wouldn't want to blind anyone if the light is going to hit it a certain way.
But also maybe a strategy in case we need to blind them. For some reason. Well, not just not. Maybe.
Don't think of it as blinding them. Think of it as like dazzling them.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys want to find a place to like sit and talk about a potential, for argument's sake, Benicet, you know?
That might be smart.
I guess we can talk at Eliza's.
Yeah, I definitely trust
It is
her.
not that far from where we need to go.
Yeah.
Sure. So you guys head on over to Eliza's, who may or may not have her accent correct when you walk inside the building. And you get there and you see it. There's a couple of people inside. Again, it's mid-morning now. You probably have like an hour and a half before you need to be there. Time is becoming of the essence here. And I think as you walk in, we cut on over to Eli. Eli, you've got about an hour, so you're probably heading up now. Is there anywhere or anything that you want to accomplish prior to the trial itself?
Not specifically, no. He would just be waiting outside for his friends.
So you're gonna go outside the council district and kind of just wait around there, scope it out, see what's up.
Just he'd be right outside the hall, I think, waiting for his friends.
Okay, sure. And so, okay, while you're doing that, back to the rest of the group here. So you head on into Eliza's place, and she's, "Oh, welcome, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We had quite a night last night, don't you think? Oh, well, it was something else. I hadn't felt that adventurous in such a long time. Is this why you guys adventure? The adrenaline and the heart pumping and stealing pastries and... Whew. How can I help you?"
I mean, firstly, you definitely can come along with us in the future sometimes. You were very good at helping us out, and we appreciate your efforts. So thank you. But also, do you have a back room? Maybe we could borrow. We have some very important business today, and we would like to discuss it in private. but we didn't really know where to
I've
go. We were
got a
already
back.
here.
I got a back sitting room. It's part of my house.
Oh, we won't. We'll keep it nice and we won't mess up
Okay.
too much. We just need to talk for like maybe a couple minutes.
Yep, make yourself at home. There might be some hot water left still from this morning's tea.
Ooh, I hate tea.
Or so
You head on
gracious.
into the back room, and you see it's pretty. I wouldn't call it sparse, but utilitarian, I think. Eliza's definitely spent the majority of her time and money on this shop to make it run, especially in this kind of downturn. But it is functional. There are some chairs around a table, and she was right. There is still a little bit of hot water on the kettle in front of a fire that's died down a little bit, but you can take off the kettle if you wanted some water and some tea.
Dagonet will fix up 3 cups of tea.
Yeah, there's little wooden cups. Nothing too special, but finely made. And you make some tea and sit down at the table.
All right. Any thoughts on what we should say?
I think we should. Well, what do you think is going to be the biggest overall concern that we'll have to combat against?
Well,
Killing, probably.
the bandits that have killed the guard, or any of the merchants.
Now, if you were been a Ceradan, what would your defensive measures on that be?
Well, she had said yesterday that she's not in complete control of all the bandit groups, and I don't think she's completely condoning the killing, just taking of the items.
Do you think that we should argue that, once we clear up the fire situation, which is clearly more important, and obviously she wants to lend all of her help to, that if there is any wild banditry afterwards, she puts forward an effort to reeling them in, maybe, or works with Alderheart to minimize that?
It depends if the bandits would even listen to her at all, knowing that she's speaking on behalf of an alliance.
Yeah. I wonder how many of them have been affected by the fire, though. With their families, or...
Probably most of them.
Imagine at least by the time we're all done with this, a lot of them at least.
And
But it's kind of like a community service effort. Like sometimes you get in trouble with some authorities, and instead of having to go to jail, you gotta do. I had to wash dishes at an inn for a week. It was disgusting. But
I think the most that maybe we can hope to accomplish is that she doesn't get the death sentence.
I think our best argument will be for, instead of just being like she's innocent, she's doing so much good. It'll be more like fighting for efforts for her other punishments, essentially. Like what would be a rightful punishment for her instead of just killing her.
Yeah, killing her doesn't solve anything.
She wasn't born a bandit. I mean, she was living an honest life, and then she tried to get help, and Alderheart wasn't there.
That's definitely an argument you could make. I mean, those council members weren't born council members either. Their life could have gone just as wrongly as hers did,
I'll write that
Wrong.
down.
Well, it depends at if those feats were hereditary. Were they born into those, or did they have to end them?
I'm not really from Alderheart, so I don't really know. Pez, do you know anything about that? Is it I mean, you're from here, so is it you're born into being a council member, or do you have to earn your way, scholar, book, beat, learn, write, beat stuff?
I mean, can you honestly imagine any of them as babies? I think they just kind of spawn and then just sit there eternally. Do I have any idea?
Nailed it. Roll
There it
me
is.
history. Roll me history of Alderheart.
Gotta pop the thing out.
An egg lottery, absolutely. History 19. You actually know how the council works, strangely enough. Generally, they are elected positions, but they do essentially serve a life term. They are elected to their position at some point in time. So most of the time, people of either higher renown or station or monetary influence tend to be elected to council positions. The council, as you know it right now, consists of the council speaker, Beta, the Bright Gallus. Munder is the stout Strig that you have worked with before. That is the leader, the captain of the Perch Guard. Bricio, a kindled Corvum, rightly thought to be the smartest person in the entirety of Alderheart and potentially the Wood, is the designer of the modern pulley system that you guys are so fondly using throughout Alderheart. And Hilly, a Marin Raptor. He is a merchant representative, kind of the one that represents all of the rich people in town, essentially. And that's it. That's the council.
Oh, you know the council, Pez? We met the council leader, but...
I remember all of their names, and I definitely say them, and what they do. The Strig was military, right? Was that what you said?
Yeah, Munder. Munder is captain
Munder.
of the Perch Guard. You worked with her and were there during the strike on the outpost. She was the one that led the exterior charge.
Yeah. She's somebody we could definitely appeal to, because she saw our efforts, you know.
I think that she is someone that we can rely on for our character. That
Right?
to speak, you know, that if I would hope that you know, she would trust us, seeing, you know, how we have worked for Alderheart, and that she would trust what we say about Benna. The merchant, though, the raptor, he's probably going to be our biggest
Yeah.
naysayer. Yes.
I imagine it's like a majority vote, though, for any sort of... So if it comes down to it, we don't have to fist with him. We could at least just try to win the favor of everybody.
Yeah,
The
I
Bricio
doubt
guy
we'll
is
get
who's-
over to him.
I really wonder if the Bricio guy knows about the fires. If he's super smart, as smart as they say, or at least as Pez is defining, like... He's
Yeah, I
got to be
think-
worried at least for everything, you know? I wonder if his, you know...
Yeah, you would definitely hope that he is concerned. If he knows if he is the smart one, he should know what is going on, and that hopefully that he will be on our side to see that this is the smart thing to do.
All right. So our plan is to firstly appeal to our hard work with Alderheart, right? With Munder, with working with her directly. Also to talk to Bricio, or at least address Bricio about the worries of the fire and how the debates amongst the former bandits and now Alderheart doesn't quite matter amongst the greater thing, you know, and he hopefully will, you know, we'll see what he has to say, hopefully. And then other than that, if they come down hard or if they're still negative, we just fight to see what alternatives we can go towards for her punishment. I mean, I guess, you know, more importantly than anything, and Benessadin said it herself, more importantly than anything, even her own outcome is making sure we work together against the fires, so...
That is, I think that is all we can stress to do. But what time?
Looking at the
Time
window.
is it there?
Yeah, I mean, it's coming up. You might want to head on over there.
Yeah, we should head out over
we should make sure if Eli is there. Eh?
Yeah, we do still need to get there early just in case we need to give Benessadin a quick clothing change and wash if she'd like. I mean, she'll do it herself, clearly. But... Alright, I'm gonna finish my tea. You ready, guys? You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
I think so.
Not at all stressed out. This is fine.
If it all comes down to it, you just pipe up in a song. You know, if they all start arguing, maybe just play.
Oh, I could do the one about the brothers. That's a fun one. I like that one.
Yeah, maybe just include something about definitely all the things you saw in the fort about the children and all the families and all, you know, children, cute, adorable, definitely not bandit, orphan, sweet
They're just
children, you know.
doing their best, being kids and stuff.
Definitely. right, let's go.
So you guys head up to the council level, where you find sitting on a bench outside enjoying the morning, one Eli.
Lucky is gonna like quickly shuffle over. Wait, where have you been?
I just left for a spell in a church. I was just trying to do my part in the was it the not the trunk market? Oh, what was it called? Oh my goodness.
Bright
I'm
Hollows.
sorry, thank you. Bright Hollows.
You
Bright
got-
Hollows.
You guys, I never thought to look at the church.
That does seem very
I'm an
on
idiot.
land.
Well, we know that that things were fine. That's So I had faith that you'd be okay.
Yeah, thank you. And Dagon, I'm sorry you had to see me like that last night. It was
It is understandable, and our room has been given away to families that need it more.
Ooh, we also get this. All right, you ready? Ready? Come here close. Maybe people who know this guy. You know that bakery around the corner from Eliza? You seen that guy? Kind of a stiff, right? We found out that he's just throwing out his baked goods, just tossing them at the back. Just good food, just out the back. We offered to take it off his hands to go and give it to everybody down in the trunk and stuff.
Right.
It's gonna make us pay for it, so we stole it and then went and gave it to all the kids who were sleeping on the street and look, yeah.
Eli
Not-
is
yeah.
going to
I can't make a hearth, but
hug Lucky and just pick him up a little bit.
That's a little tight, but all right.
I told you I was wearing off on you. I told you. That is... It ain't just because you're a Jerbean. That is a Gaspard level Kahoot right there.
I mean, it did feel really nice, but also in case we gotta make a quick exit, we can go through the trunk now, So.
Yeah, all right. Well, right now, I suppose we're all, I don't know. I mean, we have a plan for this. I was going to try and speak on behalf of Ben Asaradin, but
I think we have talked a little bit. Pez kind of let us know on the council that we might have the ones that might be easier to be on our side and the ones that definitely won't be. We did bring some Benna, some change of clothes because I doubt they took care of her.
that is great thinking, guys.
So it's
Yeah. Probably
I
head in there and give them to her if you want. We can maybe talk about the plan on the way.
yeah. See what Benna thinks as well.
I'm gonna try my best not to lose my cool in front of the council, but no promises. It might take a bit of theatrics on my part.
Have you tried this espresso?
Sorry, what?
It is very calming, but also very not.
It's so good. It's so good, man. I'm not even lying. We both tried it yesterday. It'll clear your mind.
Are we talking like a drug?
It
No,
makes
it's
everything
just a
better.
drink. They've been selling it down the street. Like it's just like a drink. It tastes real bitter. So if you got any like sweets in your pockets, anything, just at the same time. But
I'm all right. Maybe after.
You want to smell it? Just give it a whiff.
Sure. I'll take a whiff. DM, what does it smell like?
An espresso.
Oh, okay.
Very for those of us at home, we've smelled a very strong coffee smell. But to your hedge nose, it's strongly smelling like kind of bitterish. Trying to think about where they would have gotten these coffee beans from, so what it would have the prevalent smell would have been. Let's call them swamp beans. So, for some reason, you're picking up like this weird, like decay smell. It's weird. But it's like an undertone. It's like way underneath the bitterness.
Yeah.
Very earthy.
Yeah, I think I'm all right, y'all. Like I said, maybe later. I've already had my morning cup of Joe. I'm all right.
I don't know what you're missing, man. Maybe after.
Maybe after Pez.
So you're just holding on to a little cup of espresso at this point. So what do? You want to go give the clothes and stuff to the Benna? Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
So you go up to the two guards, one being a large strig, and the other one today is a shorter but a rather thick raptor. And they stop you there. The strig's, morning. I saw you down there, Eli. I know you're waiting for the trial. Good of you to be early. The council will appreciate that. Like to head on inside. They're not in attendance yet, but the audience is being seated soon.
I'm sorry, audience?
Oh yes, the lords and ladies of Alderheart. Generally for large trials such as these, they come sit and watch.
Eli will turn to Pez, hold out his hand, and take the espresso and just...
Wonderful. All right. Truth be told, no outside food or drinks are allowed anyway, so good that you finished it here. Anything I can help you with? Are you down to head inside?
Yeah, we gotta head in a little early if that's all right.
Yeah, and we'll be brought out at the time of the trial then, and we'll begin.
And now, just to be clear, depending on the outcome of this today,
yes.
Is this also to be an execution if it should...
If found guilty, she will be hung from that tree over there. And he points to a large limb tree. It's a large limb of the Alderheart tree, and you see that there's been like a scaffolding erected. Directly after the trial, I do believe. High crimes and things of that nature.
Of course. Well, if you'll excuse us, I believe we should get ourselves situated.
Yeah.
Right, of course.
You know, as you know, because we're supposed to represent Benna Sheridan today, which I think it would be smart for her to do. Can we meet with her early? Can we at least see her, make sure she's all right, you know?
Yeah, I didn't think about that and hadn't been here before. Yeah, Ither. And he gestures down to the smaller raptor than him. Can you take them down to the dungeon then, so they can consult with their charge? Working on my legalese.
It's very great.
Very impressive.
Ether looks up and says, yeah, all right, fine, whatever. You all head with me then.
All right.
And you head inside and kind of just down like a hallway and then down some stairs. It goes down and down and down and down and big old spiral until you end up into a circular room. And in this circular room, there are 6 cells situated around the edge. And in one of them is Benna Sheridan.
Hey, Benna.
She's like sitting on her small cot. It looks. Oh, I thought you might have forgotten about me.
How would we forget about you? We just spent like 5-6 days together.
Right, I hadn't heard from you since we arrived back in the city, and I've just been sitting here twiddling my paws.
I'm deeply sorry about that, but the city is in a much worse state than we had thought, with the refugees and the families going hungry, and we were all trying to do our part.
Yes, I'm being told it's all my fault, which is impressive on my end in one way and horrifying on the other end of that.
Hardly. I mean, the worst you've done is the raids, but the fires have affected Alderheart and the Humblewood lack. I mean,
Well,
this isn't all your fault.
do you think you'll be able to convince the council of that? My wife was rather unsuccessful.
We are damn sure gonna try.
Did you have a pros and cons list? We made a list.
No, I've just made peace with the life I've lived, and I'm ready to die if that's what it comes to.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
Ain't gonna come to that.
Cons? No,
But
I was...
we have some things for you.
Oh?
Oh yeah,
There's
we got you some clothes because you've been traveling in those and you don't want to be stinky. You
Oh,
want to
right.
image.
Yes, these are quite dirty.
Image is important. Here, try these on. I'm just gonna.
Give it the soap. Give it the soap too.
Oh, the soap. We got some soap. Is there a wash basin in here? You got like a shower? I don't.
There is not. There is a cot and a bucket. And the bucket is not full of
Oh,
water.
wait. Oh, hang on just a gosh dang second because I'm waiting for this one.
Funny
I can't-
enough.
Here we go.
Been waiting for this one. Boom! That's create
Okay.
and destroy water.
Create and destroy water, chat. So, you either create or destroy water. Create it. You can create 10 gallons of clean water.
To 10 gallons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Within range.
Not gonna do that.
In an open container. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames or just raining, I guess. Wow.
I will just be filling the wash basin with some fresh, clean water. Thank you.
There is no wash
no wash-
basin. There is a bucket.
bucket, rather.
It's not a good bucket.
That is
Oh.
not an empty bucket.
Oh. Oh.
You can ask the guards for
I would
things.
like to ask the guards for a bucket of some sort.
Ah, yes. Okay. Would you like to ask them for a bucket of water or just the bucket?
Bucket of water if they have it.
It's up to you. I'm just letting you know.
Just a bucket, please. I want
Okay.
to cast this spell.
Sure, you are brought not just one bucket, but 2 buckets.
Goddamn right I am. Do not take this from me, Joel.
And you
It's so
cast
paranoid.
create water. You pray over these 2 buckets, and inside, the buckets fill with water.
Swirl up. Whoop.
Yep, they swirl up with water in the garden. Oh, wow. Oof, that is impressive. And, Bennett looks, oh, hey, right. So I guess I should take my clothes off then.
We'll turn around. We'll keep our, we'll block the.
Yeah.
Of course.
I am
Yeah.
quite around. We will block it. The guards won't. They won't see anything. Then it just kind of like puffs himself out, so he takes up
Yeah.
as much room.
Really short
Yeah,
derping puts
and
his arms out as
so-
if it's helping.
And you all turn around, and Benna strips down, washes herself quickly, and then rinses herself off, and you can kind of hear her shivering a little bit. It's quite chilly water, and she's don't seem to have something to dry myself with.
I assume I have a cloak as part of my travel stuff.
Oh,
I
I
had a
definitely
blank-
have a cloak. Yeah.
You have a traveling cloak that has not been cleaned in a while.
Dip this in one of the buckets of no, I can't.
I cast destroy water.
Oh, any open container, Benna does not count as a container. Sadly.
She contains water.
Right, so if we're going to do blood bending in this game, then Eli's alignment is going to
I
swiftly
killed Benna.
change.
She can't
Swiftly
be
change.
executed if she's dead.
Yep.
Big brain.
I do have I had an extra set of. I actually have an extra set of common clothes in my bag for some reason.
Sure, so you like toss her the shirt to dry off or something.
Yeah, you can have that. I don't.
Which for her, it's like small towel sized, right? It's not very big, and so she dries off as best as she can, and she puts on these nice clothes that you guys had purchased for her, and she looks. Oh, and there's a approach. Really, do you think that I'm the kind of person to?
It's all about image, Benna. We gotta make him, see as sympathetic.
None of the clothing is gonna cover up all of this up here. She ties the bandana back across her destroyed half of a face, and
it's like it's on the inside that counts. That's what Eli tells me all the time.
It's true.
it feels wrong. I don't feel myself.
Well, unfortunately,
my sword strapped to me.
Unfortunately, the council and apparently the audience that is coming, they're not going to.
Audience, of course, there's an audience. Famous General Banner Saradin come to be executed.
Yeah, that was in the newsletter this morning.
Yes, it was.
The fancy clothes is at least bridges the gap in their minds.
You don't want to look like the big spooky Benasaradin as much as you can.
Yeah.
I will do my best, and I'll try not to say so much either. You lot seem to have it pretty well under control.
I have an idea, Pez. A small idea, but I have an idea. How much time do you have before the trial?
The guard is in the corner. He's like, oh, they'll probably call you here in about 30 seconds, minute.
Oh, never mind.
You should probably at least tell him your story. How what happened in the beginning with your wife and geez.
Yeah, I can do that, but I don't think they'll have any sympathy for me. The guard comes over and says, all right, it's time. Just knocked on the door and you up there, and he kind of prods with the spears. Haha, prod you up there, right? But seriously though, this is General Benasaradin. I know I've got the heroes around me, but she is a dangerous criminal. Let's go. So you march back up the circular staircase, are led through the big double doors into the council hall chamber, and you are greeted by the jeers and some cheers because you are noted as the heroes of Alderheart, of the lords and ladies of the tree. And in the four podiums in front of you, there is the speaker, Beta, Munder, Bricio, and Hilly, all around. After some time has passed and the cheering and the jeering has gone on for a while, Beta beats a gavel down onto her podium and says, order! I will have order in the council chamber! You will all be on your best behavior here. I know this is something of a show for you lot, but we have on trial a dangerous criminal, and I will have order. Heroes of Alderheart, step forward and bring your charge. And that's where we're going to take a break. And when we come back, the trial of Benasaradin will begin. We'll be back in 3 to 5. Okay, guys. It looks like we've just gotten the transcoding back. So if you haven't, please do refresh if you need to. And thank you. So again, thank you guys for being here this evening. This has been DieFall Alderheart episode 12. Big thanks to Gib MKXXI for the follow and the subscription. Welcome to the factory, my dude. I appreciate you very much. Savvy C worth 30 bits. Thank you, thank you. DJ Clockwork, thank you for the follow. And Locomotive Breath, thank you for the follow. And welcome to the factory. We will be right back. Welcome back to DieFall Alderheart episode 12. On a rather somber note, you see I even left out the music now because it's quite a tense situation. The party finds themselves arrayed in front of the Council of Alderheart, Benasaradin, situated in the center of the raised circular dais. The stands that have been constructed around the place are filled with bird folk, lords and ladies of Alderheart. Speaker Beta has called the trial to order, and she looks down at Benna and she says, "Well, I think before we do anything else here, what do you have to say for yourself, criminal?" Looks up in her clean clothes and I say that what I've done may not be entirely justified, but we warned you. My wife warned you. We told you that the fires were going to come. She knew. She looks around at everyone in the stands. She was a seer, and she knew the future. And we came and we asked Alderheart for help. And when the fires rolled through and took her from me and my children and my friends all from me, maybe I felt a little bit betrayed. And maybe I felt like the humble folk weren't being fairly treated by the bird folk up in their perches. And there's a lot of boo, boo, Beta's order, order. And maybe I thought that there's a better way for the humble folk on the ground, and that maybe if we band together in some kind of coalition, that we might stand a better chance of the flames that are coming to kill us all. And so I did. And your heroes of Alderheart will tell you, and they will, and you trust them. I saved as many as I could as well. And I robbed because we needed to feed these common humble folk that you leave in the ground underneath you, in the roots below, without even a house or roof over their head. There's nothing there, and there's nothing being done for them. I was there, I walked through it, and you all sit up here in your fancy clothes, ready to watch a murder, and you can't even take care of the people that are here and in pain. Crowd's a little silent. There's like a ooh from the back, but it's like one of those really long, far away, echoey ones. I don't think there's anything more for me to say. My counsel, your heroes, will speak on my behalf, and I will answer any questions that you have. I have come for judgment. Let it be known that I came and turned myself in freely to face the Bergfolk Council. I knew what the result would be. She takes a small step back and clasps her hands over her front, and that's it. And Peter goes, "Right then, roll me insight." Pez with a 10. Lucky with a 5, Eli with a 21, and Dagonet with a 9. Eli, a 21 and a 20. She's a little shaken. Beta is a little shaken. There's something here. There's some kind of guilt here.
Eli, if it's all right with I know there's like probably going to be a lot of talking, so if it's okay with the group, Eli will step forward. Okay, cool. Eli, I'll step forward. Not really breaking eye contact with Beta. Y'all call us heroes. And while we didn't do any of this for fame or renown or any of that, we, from day one, have tried to do what's best for the people of not only Alderheart, but the Humblewood itself. From day one of our travels together, my compatriots and I have been affected by these fires. Now, I don't think that any of us have lost anything nearly as valuable as Benna here. But the militia of Meadowfen, the people of Winnowing Reach, and even every single person in this city that we walked past on the streets of Alderheart to get here, up to the top of this tree, all of us have been affected by the fires. Everybody has a different story. And everywhere, the story is the same. Will the Perch Guard help us? Will the city help us? We got to band together. We got to do what's right. We got to do this. We got to do that. And while I don't condone everything that Benna has done, I do understand that what she is doing, she did not to unite the bandits against civilized people, to pillage and destroy and kill. She did it because she wasn't getting help otherwise. She did what we're trying to do, to unite everybody against a common goal, a common problem. And I know she's done some horrible things, but to see that we're already staging a God's damned execution for her, when there hasn't been enough bloodshed, enough destruction. God, I cleaned out my God's damn wallet last night trying to help as many people as I could, and I barely scratched the surface. Meanwhile, the innkeeper's holding our rooms while we're out for weeks when there are people starving and dying in the streets. I see it, Beta. I see it in your eyes that you know what I'm talking about. And I don't know how else to convince you not only to let Benna walk out of here a free woman, but to walk out an ally to Alderheart, than to tell you I trust her and I would literally give my life for her. And Eli will put his hand on Benna's shoulder and cast Warding Bond.
What's that do?
The spell wards a willing creature you touch and and creates a mystic connection between you and the target until the spell ends. While the target is within 60 feet of you, it gains a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and it has resistance to all damage. Also, each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. You kill her, you kill me.
There's a rustle throughout the audience, and there's low murmurs. Can't believe he would do that. He's standing up for them. She's done. That's Eli. That's Eli, though. And there's just like this whole hush, and eventually, Beta, order. Make compelling argument, Eli. I appreciate that. And you note, Eli, based off your previous role, this has absolutely struck a chord with her. The state of the city is her highest priority, and it is in shambles. So for her right now, that is you're digging the blade in the right place to get her attention. She speaks up again and now, words from the council then, I believe. Hilly, you had some things that you wanted to bring into light here about the issues that Benasaradin has caused for all of us here in Alderheart. And Hilly, over the side, yes, and he settles up, and he's got this like black vest on and a large gold chain around his neck. Yes, the market districts and all of our merchants have suffered greatly under the coalition that Benasaradin had put together. With the bandits so organized, we've lost thousands and thousands of gold worth of food and product, and as Eli so eloquently put, the food to feed all of those people down there. And It's been terrible for all of us merchants and things up here. Can't get goods in or out of the city without fear of your life or your goods being stolen. And how do you account for that then?
If you don't mind, Lucky, is going to rub his little palms together and put on his best doughy-eyed Jabin face, puff his little chest out, and this whole time he's gonna walk back and forth in front of the council, just
Sure, yeah.
He says, I do understand. You don't. I don't know if you. I'm lucky, by the way. I'm not a bird folk. I wasn't raised as highly as the council members have. But I come from the streets. I am a former bandit. I lived a previous life of thieving the same numbers and money that you speak of, not directly against Alderheart, but against people who were very innocent, I didn't know that it was wrong. It's taken me time with this family. I don't have a family, but this is my family, and it's taking me excuse me, I had some tea. It's taken me some time watching, like, honestly, I know we all come from a place where it's very important for us to save our own behinds and save the behinds of our own folks more than saving any other behinds, regardless of their good or bad deeds. But and he's gonna turn to Bricio.
Yeah, Bricio is the Corvum.
The Corvum, our science smart guy, correct?
Yes, the smartest man.
He's gonna turn to the Corvum and go, I believe you, Councilor Bricio, will appreciate this more than anything. The world is burning. And the small crimes that even down to myself have committed beforehand will need to be attuned to, and I think all of us have many of our own crimes from small to large that we battle with every day, are gonna have to at least combine effort at the moment to deal with the larger problem. While I do understand there's many a dark emotions against Seneral Baradin for past crimes, I myself, again, weigh darkly with my dark history, but being in their fortress, we went in there, and General Sadin knows that we went in there to get her, to take her out or bring her back, like in cuffs. But the moment we walked in there, we saw how many refugees, how many people she had taken in under her own heart, which is not the heart, excuse me, from a former bandit. That's not what we do. We take, and we didn't give. We didn't offer our homes to other people. It was just self-survival. But she's sacrificed so much of her own life now to these people. I mean, there's kids in there, orphans in there that now have a place to at least sleep because of her good deeds. And I know that you guys are doing the same. I understand the distress of the city and the town. We all see it. We helped some of them last night. And you guys are doing the same thing. So not saying that you need to completely forgive past deeds, because like I said, we all have past deeds that we struggle with, but we do have a larger demon to fight right now, because me and my family have literally seen the burning directly to our own faces. So my argument here for you all today is General Sadin does have some past to pay to you, some deeds to repay, but I think her life is more important right now in helping us in the effort to fight the fire. So the more people we need, because if we start just judging everybody and killing everybody for their problems will not have enough, and we're all just going to end up dying instead. So I do stand with I'm inspired now by my great friend Eli. He looks sadly at Eli, but I will stand in front of the blade as well. Because Zan's smart and she can help us fight the fires too. So he shuffles back. Thank you.
There's a from around in the crowd and people around, and Mauricio looks over at the speaker and gives it a little nod. Illy's still sitting there like, yes, but how do we account for all of the lost goods and money? Indeed. How?
I think maybe with the oncoming fires, we'll probably lose even more than before, and it's really important, just reflecting what Lucky said, to work together. Oh, hi, I'm Pez Pingo. Yeah.
Pez
Pingo, a bard of the Golden Harp, Alderheart native. Part of this band of
There's
general...
like a ton of whispers around as soon as you say your name in the crowd. And like you can hear me, he's like, oh my, that's her. That's Pez. That's Pez. She earned the harp and then she just walked away from it. That's her. That's her.
Gonna do a little bow with my new coat.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi. So just really fast. So some of you might know me. I've been at the top. I'm a native from Alderheart. I've been among you folks, and I've also been traveling around, been among the humble folks. And we went up to the mountain, and we saw the struggles of all the bandits. We saw the struggles down below, and it is very hard out there. We spent some time amongst the kids up in the fortress, and they are so cute. Oh my gosh, they are the cutest little children in the world. But I mean, they're barely getting by, and they are doing their best. And again, what Lucky said. I mean, they it's a tough situation, and I can't say that everything that everybody's done is right, but this is a systemic issue that is stemmed directly from Alderheart just being blind to those below. It's Benna acted as rightfully as she could in the beginning. She went to Alderheart seeking help, and they had foreknowledge, and it's just they tried their best, and I think maybe this is a problem that we need to address, and cannot place the blame solely on Benna here's shoulders. And I'm just gonna, if that could maybe be an enthralling performance.
Sure, absolutely. Words as a bard, or you can absolutely do it. So you want to inspire your wonder in your audience by singing, reciting a poem, or dancing, and I go, speeches count as well here. I think bards can just use their words to perform their magic. So you have your charisma modifier is 3.
My charisma modifier is 3.
Okay. A number equal to your charisma modifier, they must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell save or be charmed by you. Who do you select?
The 3 that aren't the speakers. So Mulder,
Bricio, and Hilly?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Let me get their stat blocks. Didn't think you were going to actually cast spells on them. So here we are. Let me just this and this, and I don't want you to see these rolls, so
That's fine.
I have to change the setting. All right. What was the save?
Then I pulled
Wisdom
puppies out of my
save.
jacket.
Wisdom saving throws. Okay. What is your spell save DC?
Spell save DC is 13.
If the target succeeds on a saving throw, the target has no hint you tried to charm it. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. You use your enthralling performance.
Okay.
There's no immediate indication on whether or not any of them are charmed by you currently. Okay. Beta is there. She brings everyone back to order because they've been whispering your name for a while now, Pez. Order. Order. Believe this trial may come to a close here rather swiftly. Munda had a few things she wanted to mention. Accusations against the accused. Munda? Sure, over to Munda. Right then. You have organized the bandits against us. You have assaulted Alderheart. You have killed our people. And you have stolen from us. I have friends and soldiers dead because of you. You talk about the effectiveness of the Bird Council, and yet you kill us, and we are unable to help, even more so because our forces are so spread thin because of your banditry. We think with her gone, the bandits will scatter to the wind like they were before, be more easy to handle, and we can handle this fire on our own.
Dagonay stands on probably a little stool he was sitting on.
Yeah, one of the guards, you probably like motion for one of the guards to like bring you a stool at some point in time, so you like lean up, get up.
Yes. Now I am Dagonay, and I have been fortunate to have lived among bird folk, and I'm a bird folk, and also among the Humblewood folk. And you say that her death would solve the problem. I don't think her death would solve anything at all, but what it would cause is a greater turmoil for you to handle. Because not only the bandits would be up in your face about things, about furthering supplies that are running thing, but the rest of the Humblewood folk as well. They know that she was trying to protect them. A lot of the Humblewood folk feel that Alderheart has abandoned them. And if you kill her, she is their last beacon of hope. As Alderheart is supposed to be the beacon of hope, your light has gone out for them. And without her, you're going to have even more chaos. You're going to have more death. You're going to have even more banditry and thievery, because no one will be able to trust Alderheart anymore. They won't be able to trust that Alderheart has their backs, that will protect them, that will protect all of those who live under Alderheart, not just the ones that are up here in the branches. And this is a moment in time that we need to band together. The fires don't care who is taking food from whom. Whoever is causing the fires, they would rather us scattered and attacking each other, because that means that we are not fighting against the fires. They are going to get rid of us even quicker. It is a time that we need to protect everyone in Alderheart, even those that have done wrong in the eyes of the council. The councilman, you talk of who is going to repay the gold. Is her death going to repay the gold? No, it is not. It is not going to scatter the bandits. It is going to unite everyone under Alderheart who is not being fed, who is being burned, who is being forced from their homes. This is a time that we must protect even those that have fallen on hard times and have chose to had little option but to turn to banditry. You know, that is not maybe the right decision, but it was the only one that they could see that they had left. And I think that bird folk here, you need to go down to the trunk. You need to go see the markets. And I speak for everyone in this room. You know, the more people I have spoken to, they don't realize the full problem, the issue at hand. Where all these people are hungry. They have no home anymore. So I urge all of you, no matter what is the result of this trial, go down and see what is happening, and perhaps you might have more compassion for those that are suffering right now. He turns and
there's a lot of hushed whispers. Benna turns and he nods to each of you respectfully. Looks back up to where it seems that each of the council they're looking at some notes of theirs, or Beta is considering the group. Well then. And I'm going to need each one of you to roll me a persuasion check. Okay.
Question,
It's a group persuasion. Yes.
question DM. I have inspiration marked on my character sheet. When did you do that? Did you do that?
I probably did that at some point in time.
May I expend that?
You
in this roll?
absolutely may expend any.
Sweet.
If you have inspiration, you can expend it here.
That's just a plus a d6.
It's no. The inspiration on your character sheet is an advantage.
Okay. Well, I'll roll again, but
Yeah, I believe we all got it
19.
early-ish on.
Was it when we drank from that water thing?
Yes. So there
Right.
was you had it at the beginning of the game, and then there was the water thing, and then there's been a couple of ones for role playing as well. If you guys didn't have it, I did award it.
Sweet.
But yeah. So collectively, pretty good persuasion. All right. So that was Degane with a 4, Eli with a 21, Pez with a 21, and Lucky with a 19. Pretty good. Pretty. So the council chamber kind of quiets down on its own. Beta hasn't done anything yet. She's just considering the group. The council shall retire to the chamber for an hour. We will have our decision then. Dismissed. And the council members turn and leave the room through the back door. People are getting up and walking around. Some guards have come and like surrounded you guys, but they're not facing inwards. They're facing the people outwards. There's some jeers from the outside, directed mostly at Benna herself, and for maybe family members that they've lost. But there are, you see, like some smiles from the people in the crowd looking towards the heroes. There's some people that are nodding, and there's some that walk by and say, "You're right. We do need to try and take care of everyone in the city here." And there's some words of encouragement. It seems that your words have extended just beyond the council as well, in some way, shape, or form. As everyone is filed out, the guards lead you to a small anteroom, and they post up 2 of them at the door, but you are left to your devices there. There's a small table and some chairs. They have not put Benna in any sort of restraints.
Well, I think that went as well as we could have hoped.
Yes, sweaty palms.
I have to say just how proud I am of all of you. I mean, your words move me. I really am truly lucky to call you my companions, my friends. We're doing the right thing.
If we're not
You
going to
are.
band together now, that we might as well go out with Benna, because the rest of the forest is going to burn.
Well,
No, they need you. You can't go out with me because who else will save this stupid lot if it's not going to be you?
My biggest fear of you going out, though, is that you won't have the hands of your people to help with the fire. Like, there's just gonna be anger.
Maybe, but I think if you returned to the stronghold, they would follow you.
Well, if it
no,
comes
no,
if
no,
it
go
comes
ahead.
back negative, I just assumed we were gonna break you out. Is that not what
Oh.
we're doing?
Oh.
Well, we did consider that, yes. If
I
a
mean,
worst case
grab her around.
scenario.
But no,
I did say I
because
would
if
die
we
for
all,
you, but I mean, I would much rather get you out of here alive,
if we,
whatever it
no,
takes.
how would you go about this? They go if they call me guilty for all of my crimes, which I have committed them.
Okay, look,
Remember.
look. What if we offer to be the people who execute you? We're not going to. But then
You
we
think they would
send you
trust
out.
that after you've spoken on my behalf so strongly?
I don't know. I'm stressed.
No, you cannot die here. Again, what hope is there for the wood if you all die? What is there? You think that air-headed, shiny raptor is going to do something about this? He'll burn in his piles of gold and die happy.
I think even if we did do that, that would happen regardless to him.
Maybe. But what all of the other people, if you're gone, and if any of you fall, you have less of a chance of succeeding. No, I knew full well coming here what this would mean and the possibilities of being found guilty for the crimes I have committed. It's all right. I've like I said, I've come to terms with the results here, but what I have not come to terms with is you lot throwing your lives away for me when the rest of the wood and those people I did so much to save already are just left with no one looking out for them.
That's what bothers me, though. I mean, I didn't think much of Alderheart before we came here. Anyways, I mean, you know, you come from a bandit background, you just learn not to like them. But coming here, I've been treated like dirt. We've seen people sleeping in the streets. There's so much room up here in the top levels. Like, you might have directly committed crimes against them, but they're indirectly committing crimes against themselves. And like, I just can't see you die for that and them not at least like understand the problems that they're inflicting on their own without the gravity of it. You know what I'm saying?
I think no matter what happens, and obviously we don't intend for you to lose your life today, but no matter what happens, this message does not die with any of us. You have done far more to unite the people than you give yourself credit for. And I think, yeah, people will be mad if you die, if we fail here, but it doesn't end with that. You've done some great work.
I hope it doesn't, but I have far more trust in you four here than I would have with anyone else trying to save this place right now. Let it be. Don't need to be dying for me. Is there anything else that you guys would like to accomplish in the next 30 minutes of in-game time? Or we will go directly to the verdict.
I just wanted to fill her in really quick on Lucky's idea of possibly doing a community service instead.
Okay, so you just want to let her know, like, what if we could do community service?
Yeah, as an option, kind of pushing towards that instead of being like, die.
I mean,
Sure.
yeah.
So do you want to go try to talk to the council? Or are you just telling Benna?
I mean,
Because Benna has no power here.
you're definitely the most like of us. Like they like you, you know.
Should we do that? Could we talk to the council and maybe slip a note under the door like, hey, have you considered the possibility of...
Am I gonna ask for a private audience?
We can try. We got some time.
I just don't think they're gonna want me there with you. They don't. Not my type.
All right.
Is probably unfortunately best at a bird fuck. Go.
You want to come with Dagonite?
I suppose if you think it will help.
Teamwork.
The guards go and attempt to secure you a private audience with the council. One of them returns and they motion for you to follow them, and you go into the interior council chamber. It's got some nicer chairs around a larger table. A fire is burning in the corner, and Beta sits at the head as she normally does when she sees you walking. She says, "You've requested a private audience?" You take a look around the room, and you do see that Munder and Bricio are there, but Hilly is conspicuously missing.
Hello. You guys, you're all doing a lovely, fantastic job up there. It's a big responsibility. There's a lot going on. We just had an idea if we could possibly bring that to your attention.
You may.
So I know what's on the table is, a death being the extreme situation here. And we are not denying that there have been crimes committed. We might suggest possibly the possibility of some sort of community service. There is a lot of issues at hand right now, and it is a great resource to have all these potential people here to, maybe work for the community in these dire times.
Yes, I believe Bricio has come up with a solution that everyone may not be happy with, but will be the most effective. I ask you to trust the council's judgment on this.
Will do. Thank you so much for your audience and your time. You have a lovely jacket.
Thank you for your testimony. It was moving.
We're all just trying our best to, just make things good for as many people as possible.
It's always the goal. Please. And she gestures for you to leave the room.
Head out.
Yep, and you guys head back to the chamber to wait out the remainder of the hour, upon which you are led back to the main council hall. All of the viewers are back. The lords and ladies of Alderheart have taken their seats and around, and Munder, Bricio, and Speaker Beta have walked out behind their podiums. Again, Hilly being conspicuously missing from this decision. The speaker bangs her gavel onto her podium, straightens up, and says, "The council has made a decision. Upon the moving testimony of the heroes of Alderheart and Bene Saradin herself, Bene will go free." There's like a, what are they talking about? How could they? And some of them are like, yeah, they made a lot of really good points. There's bigger things coming up here. And it's a lot of back and forth. The council also has a plan to accomplish this. The Bandit Coalition shall retain the fortress. Either Bene Saradin will return and retain command, or a new leader shall be appointed with Bene Saradin's input and the coalition and the council as well. We will work with the coalition to fight the incoming threat of the fires as best that we can. And in that being said, the coalition, we would like to invite them, those that are willing, to join a new section of the Perch Guard. We would like to call it the Humblewood Brigade. These folk would be on the front lines with the Perch Guard fighting this new threat, the fires that have begun spreading around, as well as the creatures born of that fire. And Benna looks up and she nods. They will also work to secure all of the supply lines from any of the bandits wishing to remain in banditry. This will secure more food for those here at Alderheart and the stronghold and the cities around the wood. Secure supply lines, secure farms, but what we can get will ensure that we all survive this. The Humblefolk Brigade, Humblewood Brigade, shall come here and be trained here under Munder and the rest of the Perch Guard on how to deal with things in the wood as well as things within the city. The humble folk shall work with the humble folk here as refugees in the front lines, being more trusted by those folk to construct a new city in the roots of the Alderheart tree. We will make homes for everyone, as many as we can. And food for all of them as well. And hopefully, as we work our way through this, there will be purpose for everyone. The supply network should be secured. And hopefully enough of them join us that we can secure them. I believe there is much planning for us to do at the council, as well as conversations we must have with Benna Saradin, and the heroes if needed. And messages should be sent to all of the former Bandit Coalition camps. This trial is adjourned. And there's kind of, like, the swells up a lot. It's gotten really loud. Some people are yelling at the council. Some people are trying to quiet them. The guards are really on edge. And they're definitely backed in, protecting you guys, as the council, also with a contingent of guards, are led out back through the back room. You're led into that small anteroom rather quickly as the crowd is dissipated out and around you. You can kind of hear them go by as you're led into the antechamber, and the doors close behind you, and it all gets kind of muffled behind. And Benna, as she goes and she sits in his chair, she just... Well, I didn't expect all of that. It worked. It worked. You did it. My people will be safe. My people get to live. I get to live. That's wow. Oh, thank you. They call you heroes, and I'm beginning to believe that you might actually be. That's wonderful. I need a drink. I need a large drink. I was going to die today. Oh.
I would offer to buy you that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I would offer you to buy you that drink, but I may or may not have cleaned out my coin purse last night.
Oh, don't worry. I will cover everyone drink. I think we feel almost about the same as you. We could use that drink. Maybe 3.
I lied. I have 7 silver.
It's plenty for drinks in some of the parts of this town. Just maybe not the former price of espresso, but other than that, I think you're pretty good. Yeah. So that's the court case. The arc of Benaceridin and the bandit problem has come to a close. Chat, the party and I have discussed this previously, but at the close of this arc, whether or not Benna survived, if they were able to convince the council or not, this is where this part of the story was going to end. There is a 2-week in-game break as things that the council has announced come to fruition, and the party accomplishes some things off-screen for us that help them achieve level 4. So congratulations, party. You are now all level 4, successfully saving Benaceridin, renaming the Bandit Coalition to something a little bit more positive here, and aligning Alderheart and the rest of the Humblewood against the imminent greater danger in a more unified way. So congratulations, everyone. Welcome to level 4. They've already taken care of most of these things here, but there is one thing that we have not done yet for level 4, and that is rolling for HP. So, who would like to start us off on rolling some HP for level 4? Oh, we already got a roll. Oh, I didn't see that. Eli, that's a 7? Okay, so you rolled a 4. You were right in the middle. You're right in the middle.
Right.
You know what?
As a wise man once said, I took the average.
Yeah. Damn it, Rel. So you are level 4. You now have 30. Oh God, I can't math in my brain right now. 33 HP.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, 33 HP for Eli Briarwood. Welcome to level 4, my friend. All right, excellent. Who's next? No, not Lucky. Okay, Pez.
All right.
All right, Pez, bring it on. A D8 plus your con modifier.
Oh, what is
it
my
it a
yet?
D8?
Oh, I have a 1.
Okay, so it should be +1. I'm gonna take a look
1.
and make sure that you're. It is a D8. Okay, so it'll be +1 for your total. So that'll be a 7. Very nice, Pez. So you now have 7 more HP. So what is your current total here? 34.
What?
34. Yep, I know. Pez had some pretty good health rolls originally. So welcome to level 4, Pez. Congratulations.
Am I the tank now?
All right. Dagonet or Lucky? Who's next?
I can go.
All right, Dagonet, roll it up. Okay.
I'll take it.
Bang on average.
Okay.
7 more hit
Wow.
points.
Look at
There
us.
you go. There you go. Bang on average. Feels pretty good. Not the best, not the worst. So what does that put you at now, Dagonet? That's 29?
Yep.
All right, and
Why do people
welcome
have so much HP?
to level 4, my friend. All right, Lucky. It's your go. Hit the button. That is a max roll. That's a 9. You got a negative con modifier on that D10, but you max rolled your health.
I
Congratulations,
love it.
Lucky.
I love it.
Wow, feels good.
I love
So now
it.
you have caught up rather swiftly. You have
Kind of,
28 health
right?
now. Yeah, you caught up real hecking quick. You have 28 health now. Congratulations. Welcome to level 4, Lucky. Congratulations. Okay, so there are a couple of things I would like to accomplish now to get through this, quote, 2-week break in the in-game time. There are some things that we were going to do, and there are some roles involved with this. So, let's see. Pez, you wanted to get your opal made into like a choker kind of necklace, correct?
I think I want to make it into a hat instead.
You want it on a hat now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a
So,
hat.
So, luckily, you have a very crafty friend named Eliza, and she is willing to do that work for you if you perform out front of her shop a couple of times.
Absolutely.
In doing so, you have brought in much more business to her shop because everyone knows Pez now, especially after the heroes stood up in the council itself and got the most notorious bandit scot-free. So you're all accomplished lawyers now, which is interesting. So good on you for that. Congratulations. Yeah, so you get it made into a hat. What kind of hat do you get it made into?
Thinking one of those, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's kind of like a tricorn hat except smaller, and it like a feather off the top of it.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
Okay.
Put the opal right on there.
And put the opal in there?
Yeah.
That is a very expensive hat now. That opal is worth a heck ton of money. But yes, you now have your hat.
So shiny.
You already got your coat that you wanted, right? You got your new your coat of many things.
Poopy sleeves.
You get to spend some time with your parents, play some music, and you wanted to try and make some money. You wanted to use your golden heart pin and go around to perform and maybe sing the story of the heroes of Alderheart at differing bars and things of that nature. With the harp, you're welcome to play in any tavern in the city. So where do you tend to perform? In the nicer places, or do you go down to the humble area? Do you go down to the budding new city down below?
I might like to split my time because the people at the nicer places have the most money, and my parents could probably get there easily.
Yeah, let's do this. You perform at the Broken Sword, the Minstrel's Tankard, the Half-Full Cup, the Hero and Shield, the Corvid's Candle, the Wizard and Wand, and the Fox and Flagon over your next 14 days. Roll me a performance check for this.
Okay. Can I do that again with Faded?
Yes, please untick the advantage portion of your bar up at the top. But yes, you can use your Faded die for this.
There it is. In that one.
A 14. So over the next 2 weeks, you perform at all of these different places, and you've earned yourself some coin and some renown, as it were. Roll me a D100. I love these D100s, so we're just gonna do D100s. 23. You make 23 gold for your trouble.
Exciting. Look at us.
So there you go.
Math is hard.
You're also really rather rich anyways if you decide to actually use your coat. But you do make some money on the side here. You bring business to Eliza, which is great. And she builds you your hat. You wanted to encourage Eli and your father to spend some time together. So, do you still want to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Okay, so Eli, do you go spend time with Pez's father?
100 croissant. In between
Absolutely.
what I'm doing, I'll have some moonshine with Papa
Perfect.
Pango on the porch every now and then.
What I need from you is, because Papa Pango is very interested on your stories that you know of Gaspard the Brave.
Sure.
I need you to roll me a religion check, please.
I would love to, and Pez unknowingly may have just picked my feet for me.
Well, that's really cute. Okay. Yeah.
I can absolutely narratively turn this into a thing. That's a 10.
It's a 10. Your knowledge of your religion is adequate. It's more than he knows about your religion, which
Nailed
is
it.
great. You tell him some stories that he doesn't know, and he's taking notes, and he's thinking about new books that he's going to write. And it's overall successful, though you probably spend a little bit more time just chatting and drinking moonshine than you do talking about religion. And I think that's all that really means. So cool, yeah, you get to spend some time with Papa Pango. You, Pez, wanted to make a song about the party's journey so far, highlighting everyone's strengths, telling a story of heroism. Is this the song that you've been singing around the taverns?
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so you include it in your repertoire. I wanted to ask if that's like something that you were still planning on performing for people.
Probably that one and the one with the two, brothers.
The
and
two
working together.
brothers working together. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Yeah, so in that then, roll me Probably one more performance check.
Okay.
That is a natural 20. That is a 28. Every time you sing this song at any of the inns and taverns, the crowd goes freaking wild. They love you guys. From the smallest of the Gerbean humble folk living in a shack down below to the richest of the nobles, they love you. You are the heroes of Humblewood. You have beaten the bandits back, and not only that, you have brought them together, and now the wood is united as one, and you are truly heroes here in Alderheart. So that is a very nice natural 20. Okay. Eli, you've already kind of started on your journey and what you wanted to do with your downtime. You wanted to aid in the refugee crisis, working with local temples and organizers as a volunteer, and you've already started working at the provider, the Temple of the Provider, with Mother Erla Fairview. Mm-hmm. Is that where you wanted to continue to work?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's sort of where he posted up. I imagine that their efforts kind of extend outside of the temple as well. Maybe going down to the roots and down to like the lower parts of the trees that maybe have a lot of refugees and whatnot. Like if there's any outreach programs
so the
and
roots,
whatnot, yeah.
Mother Erla is definitely doing this, and with your assistance in organizing and the renown that you bring, there are more volunteers than ever to help out, and more people go down to the roots to help serve food and build homes. The shacks are becoming more home-like. Yes, some of them are just single rooms with a hearth and a fireplace, but you know what? Each of those hearths have an Eli stamp on them. So you're able to help out much more effectively now that you're known as a hero. And Mother Erla hasn't seen attendance like this at her temple in a very, very long time, but people are invested in the next 2 weeks, very much so, in the community of Alderheart as a whole. Can you roll me?
Yeah.
A religion check, please.
Sure.
This is for you in preaching the tenets of community while performing these acts of service.
Oh, sister. Okay. And the Temple of the Provider is a Temple of Hanera, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The Temple of Hanera, the Temple of the Provider.
It's a 12.
A 12. Okay. So you are adequately, above averagely, bringing the people together and teaching them the tenets of community, which is only just bringing more people closer to working with this particular temple, as well as you. And really what's taken off from this is that building project, is building these homes for these people that don't have any, and forging out into the wood and getting the necessary materials, and everyone working as a community together to provide for the community as Eli teaches. Very successful in this.
Nice. And I'd like to think that between hanging out with Papa Pango and hanging around the Temple of Hanera, because I think, he's like also staying there fairly regularly and learning a little bit about that. I think he picks up the Speech of the Ancient Beasts.
What is Speech of the Ancient Beasts, Eli?
A new feat in Humblewood.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Where can you get that book with that cool new feat in it?
Oh boy, from the Deck of Many. You want people to show feet? Boy, oh boy, here's a page of new feats.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored. But
Not sponsored content.
could be.
Just we really like the game. So, so what do you do with this new feat?
Yeah, I really wanted to take a feat from Humblewood because they added some really cool new stuff. And this one is you have a special connection with the natural world. Great beasts regard you as their kin, and you possess the ability to speak the languages of the most powerful and mystic of their kind. You gain the following benefits. I increase my charisma score by 1.
Whoa.
Beasts of large size or larger have a friendly disposition toward you unless you have attacked them. You have advantage on charisma checks made against beasts that are of large size or larger. And you can speak and understand giant eagle, giant elk, and giant owl.
Well, hell yeah.
I don't know what those are, but I hope they come up.
That's really cool, man.
You
now I have an
can
excuse,
otherwise, yeah, you can otherwise be understood by any beast of large size or larger, whether or not they speak a language. Beasts with intelligence scores of 4 or lower may only be able to understand simple concepts. So I could basically kind of like, doing the whole chatting with the
Very cool.
Yeah, so I like to think that like Pez's dad like had some really cool like folk history things that like had these neat stories of like
absolutely had stories about large beasts and things, and like how Gaspard rode the giant owl to the next destination. If he hadn't, he wouldn't have gotten there in time to save the children with the medicine that he was carrying across the tundra or whatever.
Yeah,
'cause now he's Balto's wolf.
Yeah,
quest.
now he's a Sempronar. Who knows? But
yeah, absolutely, I love it.
Yeah, so when Pez said that, I was like, score.
This
This narratively works.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that you wanted to accomplish, Eli?
No, I think that's it.
Perfect. Dagonet, you wanted to go check out the Perch Guard. Maybe do a little work, a little bit of training, and you know what's so crazy? There's this new Humblewood Brigade that is in need of definitive training, and there is one thing that Dagonet is very good at, and that is using a spear. And so you train these brand new humble folk and some of the bandits that start making their way in over the next couple of weeks in how to use the spear and the shield. In doing so, you talk to Munder, the captain of the Perch Guard, and trying to get some training for yourself as well. And she points you to a strig named Riffin. Riffin is a knight, and he works with you, trying to teach you some of the finer points of mastering the use of a shield. And Dagonet, I believe that leads you into your level 4 feat called Shield Master. So what does Shield Master do for you?
Well, Shield Masters is you can use shields not just for protection, but also for offense. You gain the following benefits while you are wielding a shield. If you take the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to try and shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. If you are incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dexterity saving throw you make against a spell or other harmful effect that targets only you. If you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to only take half damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, interposing your shield between yourself and the source of the effect.
Excellent. And so when you're level 4, you have now mastered the shield. And in doing the training for all of these new recruits, you are rewarded by Munder with your pick of some of the armory's finer pieces. A rather nicely put together, functional splint mail, which I think you can wear as a heavy armor, I believe.
Yeah,
I think it's splint. Was that the one you wanted?
Plate.
You wanted plate? Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Can we
That
call
was-
it splint?
Do I still get
plate.
the bonus?
The splint armor
Of the
bonus?
plate. Of the plate.
What
Plate's
would
plus
be
2 to AC.
splint is 17.
Plate's 18.
Yeah, so I'd say 17. The only reason I say not plate because plate is 5,000 gold pieces.
It's 1,500.
What?
Yeah.
Did I read? Okay, hang on. In 2 weeks, I don't think it's actually possible to do though.
Yeah, it's 15.
Plate armor is 1,500. I thought it was 5,000.
Well, you don't know how much armor costs. What are you?
For the 2 weeks, I can't say plate, but I can say splint.
You will take it and look sad.
And look sad. You can ask your very kind, very rich friend Pez for 1,500 gold pieces to have some armor commissioned.
Mhm.
Do I have 1,500 gold pieces?
Oh, definitely.
You might have to pull out one of those patches.
How much were the patches? Because I have 49 gold just straight up, and then I have some gems and.
So you have
Or no, I think
10 gems worth 100 gold apiece.
I got rid of some.
You have a silver coffer worth 500 gold.
Please your patches, Melly.
You have another patch worth 10 gems of 100 gold apiece. So you have 2,000 gold in patches, and then another 500 gold that's a silver like coffer that's a patch. You have 2,500 gold.
You want some money, Daganay?
I mean,
I'm
if
loaded.
You don't have to give it. I'm just saying if you want plate commissioned, that's what it's gonna be.
if I can build you something, if your parents need any work around the house when we're back in town, I can. well, I'd
Dad
have to
tried
get
making
the
a deck like 10 years ago, and it's just kind of half finished.
deck. We will
We
need
don't
a
have
lot
to
of
make
rope.
a whole deck.
We'll
but-
need a lot of rope.
Oh no.
Yeah, that house is really high up there. So the plate mail, with the work that you're providing for the Humblewood guard, or the perch guard, excuse me. I got both of them mixed up. It'll be 1,200. So you would have been paid for your time otherwise. It'll be 1,200 to commission plate from the perch guard armorers. Which is good because it gets you fitted to you rather than just random plate mail.
Yes.
So I will get this plate armor, and let me grab your character sheet here, Dagonet. Plate armor, drag, drop. You now have a flat armor class of 20, which is really, really high. You already had disadvantage on your stealth anyways, so that's not changing a whole heck of a lot. But there you go. I do suggest not wearing the plate mail when you're trying to build a deck, but otherwise, there you go. Is there anything else that you would like to do in your time off with the Wildwood Brigade or anything else?
He would also help the construction efforts down at the roots.
Absolutely, yeah. As a carpenter, you would help Eli out building the houses and things of that nature. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, absolutely. Roll me your carpentry tools. A 9.
I'm a little tired.
Adequate, but yes, you've been training a lot, so that's. Well, maybe we'll say you're overseeing some of the buildings here, and maybe not
I'm
using
directing.
the tools as much. Yeah, I'm supervisory in this capacity today. No, I mean you have 2 weeks that all of this stuff is going through. This is just a general check. It's like it's average. You do an average job. So yeah, not bad considering the amount of work that has to be done here. Okay, works out. Okay, Lucky. Lucky has come to me and
Everybody
said, "I
has
want."
such definitive answers, and I was just like, I have work to do.
It's why I asked you again during your stream. I was like, I don't know if there's something specific you want to do, but I was told I want to be Robin Hood.
Okay, can I kind of
So-
addendum that based on the end of the
Yes.
trial? Okay.
Sure.
I wanted to continue doing the stealing the goods from the back alleys of the trash of food to the peoples because that was
Two ways to
rewarding.
do this.
I
Two
would
ways
like
to
to
do
try to work with the city to build a better structure for recycling food for the people, if that's okay.
That was one of the ways
Good.
to do this.
Good. Sweet.
Okay. So you've already kind of started this in one very, very small way. You paid off one of the waste management people to start collecting the food items separate from the other waste items. They're listening to you. You paid them a good bit of money and they've been doing the thing that you've asked. And on returning to seeing that person, the other waste management people around, and if you'd like to do this the right way, go talk to the council about it.
Yes, but can I slide some lucky in, please? Just a little bit. Just a
What would you like to do?
tiny bit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd have to establish this business, you're going to have to be able to have the businesses sign up. They'll have to volunteer their trash. Like, they're not just going to, whatever.
Yes.
If anybody gives me any dissonance, I would like to try to take something from them. Okay? That's it. If anybody gives me, I can't, no more dirty womaning. Lucky. I just want
What are you trying to like?
like
What
little-
level would you take? Like, are you trying to steal? It's still a personal belonging of theirs? Are you trying to break into their homes and take something?
No. Like, if there's something like in the store, whether it's like an open sign, just like things that like might disrupt business, just a little bit. Not valuables, just enough to be like,
Okay.
you picked the wrong Lucky.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a second.
Sweet.
But first things first, I want you to roll me 2 persuasion rolls.
Sweet, great. Huh.
I think that's probably one of your lowest, but that's 2. Okay, 13. That's
Wow.
good. 13. Perfect.
Wow.
It works. It takes some convincing, but you get the council on board and you get the waste management people on board. They're ready to do this, especially with all of this stuff happening right now and all of these efforts being redoubled over the next couple of weeks. Yes.
Sweet.
Do you get everyone on board with the shops? No. So that's okay because let's see. I want I wanted my trinket table. We're gonna take some stuff. Not letting me find it. All right. I need you to roll me a D100 5 times.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so 90.
What do I?
You take a wooden device designed to be gripped in 2 hands with 2 levers that protrude from the top and 2 triggers from the underside. You have no idea what it is.
No idea. Okay.
Okay. You get a small handbook that has some foreign coins in it from outside of Alderheart. Yep. And it's for travelers to identify denominations. If you ever go to a different city and they use different coin. 99. You get an oval-shaped soapstone tablet inscribed with a short list of religious prohibitions. One of them being, do not steal.
Lucky cannot read, so great.
You rolled another 51, so roll me another D100, and then
Okay.
24.
28.
24 is a fossil of an extinct many-limbed critter,
Sweet.
and 28 is a bronze gear, and etched on it is the word moon in humble scratch.
All right. Lucky's pockets are full.
Yep, you take a bunch of random stuff from the shops that don't cooperate. There you go. Very cool. But yeah, you're able to set up this whole food thing, and it's working rather well for the first 2 weeks. You've accomplished your cahoots. The rest of the group has accomplished their cahoots. You're all level 4 now. I think that's where we end today's episode. Congratulations, everyone. We did it. This is great. This is wonderful. All right. Let's go around the horn. Let's wrap up the show. Where can the people find you at? Malaveth.
Hi, I'm Meliveth. I do a lot of stuff, mostly drawing. I also stream drawing, sometimes games. My life is going to be consumed by Animal Crossing in about 2 hours. So goodbye, the world. I'll see you eventually. If you like coloring, today I uploaded on my Twitter, it's Mally_games. I uploaded some line art of a buff half orc lady. If you like coloring and if you like buff half orc ladies, that's just there if you're bored, because we're all, most people are just kind of doing stuff at home generally, or even if you're not, just take a coloring page and color some muscle ladies. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Malaveth. I appreciate that. Wonderful job today. Robert, where can the people find you at? Uh-oh, it's not changing. Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's me.
My stream
Hi.
deck broke.
Hello. Hi. When I'm not here, You could find me a couple different places on the internet. I have been Rob. I will continue to be Rob, or bonus stage Rob on the interwebs, or bonus_stage_Rob if you're feeling fancy. That's what I am on my Twitch, where I will stream eventually. Soon-ish. Maybe it's Doom, maybe it's Animal Crossing, maybe it's both. Who's to say? I also play a couple other little role-playing games like this. You can find me at twitch.tv/The Monty Hall. I wrote it out for you. Oh, God. All right. Well, never mind. That didn't go nearly as well as I had hoped. It's twitch.tv/The Monty Hall. That is Hall as in HAUL. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, where we are playing Lost Mine of Phandelver. It's a very, very early beginner 5e campaign. I've never played it though. I don't know how. So it's been a good time. I play a buff little dwarf guy. And then every other Sunday, so not this Sunday, but the next one, I am at twitch.tv/Game Nights. That is game with 2 G's and Nights with a K, like the dude with the sword. Where I play Travis, whose class might be changing, so I don't even want to call him Crooked anymore. It's a Monster of the Week campaign, though, so it's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Supernatural, all that stuff. It's cool. We're fighting ghosts and demons and werewolves and streakers. It's great. So come on down. That's every other Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Lady May, where can the people find you?
Well, they can find me here on Thursdays playing Dagonet. I will also probably be disappearing into the Animal Crossing rabbit hole in 2 hours' time. And other than that, you can see me post pictures of my cats most often, because I haven't been painting in a while, but I do paint acrylic things of like Star Wars and Dragon Age when, I'm not playing video games and posting pictures of my cats. But I'm the Lady May, that's MEA, on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Excellent job this evening. Simply Jackson, where can the people find you at?
Oh, hi, I'm Simple Jackson. People can find me at twitch.tv/simply_Jackson, or on Twitter with just Simply Jackson, no underscore. Other than that, you can find me I'm painting and working until I don't sleep. Also, I'm going to verbally punch Mally in the butt for buying me Animal Crossing. Just saying. And other than that, I'll be kicking it with her. I guess tonight, if her community is kicking it, will be fun. And other than that, just watch for Nintendo name tag friend code finders on Discord and Twitter. So
thank you very much, and well done tonight. This has been DieFall Alderheart episode 12, the trial episode, the Phoenix Wright episode, the resolution of Benaceridin episode. Thanks for being here, guys. We will be back next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. Until then, later.